today? Okay, we are.
Got
Great,
it.
great. Welcome, welcome. You guys, let me share my screen and we'll get rolling here. I don't think it's in, let me get it in slideshow from the beginning. Play from start. Yay! Yay! Here are all our fun pictures. It was so much fun. Conference was so much fun, right, guys? I mean, it really was.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. It just felt like the old times, didn't it?
Yes. Yes,
That's
it
what
was.
I thought too.
I was jealous.
I'm sorry, Bill. I know. I'm bringing you to Charlotte.
I'll
But I
be
just
at
wanted
your
you to
next
see some of these pictures. We really had a blast. We were going out to eat. We were running around. We were in the conference. You can see, the lights behind Charlene and I up there, and there's all of us sitting in a row. I would say there was about 3,000 people, and it really was phenomenal, phenomenal. And I thought the wrap up that happened last week was really good. I hope you guys enjoyed the wrap up. I thought there was a lot of great information. And if you didn't get to watch that wrap up, the recording was sent around. So it's there in our Team Believe chat. And so now we are moving to Charlotte. Oh, I'm so excited. So do you guys have your calendars? Because I'm going to be throwing a lot of dates at you tonight. So make sure you have your calendars in front of you. But this is the big one. So our next Juice Plus Live is in Charlotte, North Carolina, October 26th to 28th. On Thursdays, I'm pretty sure they're going to keep it the way they did this last one, where they have learning labs on Thursday, which are smaller groups. And then they have a kickoff party on Thursday night. Then it goes all day Friday. And then there will be a Saturday half day and that, training, and it finishes at noon, but we always have a wrap up. I imagine we'll do our team celebration on Thursday night. So make sure you get there Thursday. We'll probably do that before the big party. That's how we did it a year ago. So I'm super excited about that. So how
Charlene's crying emojis. Does that mean you can't go?
Yes.
No, I'm so upset. My family, the kids all arranged the date for a family trip to Disney World of all places. And I can't back out. I've already, I even made one small comment to my husband about it, and he was just like, so it's like,
it happens. It happens. You got Phoenix. Phoenix rocks.
Yes.
Anyway, Phoenix.
Sounds like it's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be awesome, but we are going to miss you, Charlene. We are going to miss you. And so I want to encourage you guys, wherever you are in this business, this is the best thing that you can do to kind of work toward, going to Charlotte. This is a conference to conference planning sheet, and I'm showing it to you here. I'll post it again in Team Believe, because I personally would love to talk to each of you about this sheet. I want to know, what are you loving about your Juice Plus right now? What's a challenge? What do you want to see from your Juice Plus business? What would you like it to look like 6 months down the road? And I really believe that when we take time to do this, it's like a map. We can map out where we want to go. If we don't put a bullseye at the end, of that target that we want to hit, we're aimlessly working, right? But if we actually have a target out there, we can work backwards. And it might only be, hey, I would love an extra $100 in my paycheck. That's what I want consistently, $100. Or maybe I want to work with 2 new team members, whatever that is, getting to the next position. So if you guys would, I'll make sure that I put this picture in Team Believe, take some time to fill this out, and then just reach out to me individually on Voxer so that we can talk about it together. Does that sound good? Anybody have any questions? Nope. Okay, good. I can't see you now. Since I started the recording, I only have one little box. So please speak up. Just unmute anytime. Okay, guys?
Yep.
Okay, so all right, now we're going to get out of the calendar because we've got some wonderful opportunities to work together as a team and with our sideline buddies. This is my friend Michelle Howell. I just love Michelle. Many of you saw her at conference, and she has a Zoom Power Hour. And this is just like an hour that you take out of your day to really work your Juice Plus business. And this is how it works. You have a check-in in the beginning. We're doing social media stuff. We're talking about inviting to events. We're doing follow-up, and then there's appreciation and gratitude. And a lot of times what this is, these are just ideas. Everyone checks in at the beginning of the Zoom Power Hour. Michelle kind of outlines what you can work on, and everyone just gets to work. And you can kind of check in, or you can leave a chat, or you can speak up, or you don't have to say anything. And it's just like you're working. And then at the end, you check in again. And it's just fun to do it with everybody else, you know? So I want you to know that this is happening right now, Monday through Thursday, 1:30 to 2:30. And that is in our Team Believe chat. So you guys can definitely take part in that. Tomorrow, if you are a sales coordinator or above, we have a leader Zoom, and we're going to be talking about watch parties. And I'm going to show you a picture of that later. But following this leader Zoom, I'll probably send some messages on our Team Believe chat specifically about hosting watch parties. We've got, oh my goodness, probably 6 to 8 events on Zoom with physicians that are happening in the next 3 months. And I just need to know the times, like if it's at 7 Eastern or 8 Eastern. So we have a lot of opportunities where all you have to do is invite your friends to your house, maybe make smoothies, and you all sit down and someone else is the expert, you know, Dr. Pohl or Wendy Campbell or Loretta Wilkins, you know, is actually the expert. So we're going to learn about that tomorrow. Make sure if you are a sales coordinator or above, you guys can be on that call. And the Healthy Living affiliates are back. Okay. One of the best, and everyone who went to conference would probably agree with me. One of the best things was listening to John Blair at this conference, because he was with NSA before we became Juice Plus. He was with us in the water filter days before Juice Plus was even created, you guys. And he told us the whole story. And he is more excited about the future of this company than everything that he's seen the last 30 years. And so this is an excellent call. It's only going to be about 30 minutes to even invite your friends who are interested in learning about what Juice Plus is. Because if there's anyone that can explain it well, it's John Blair. And so you're going to hear a little bit about the past. You're going to hear a little bit about the future of Juice Plus. And they're really going to understand the incredible uniqueness of our product. So that's tomorrow, you guys, at 8:30 p.m. And then the following week is Sean Hopkins, who's going to be talking about our business model and why our business model is so fantastic, this income plus. So those, and then of course, it's every Tuesday night at 7:30. So this is something you can always invite to. As long as I get the flyers, I'll post them in Team Believe, and you guys can be inviting to them. So I think that's amazing. Okay.
You said 7:30, you mean 8:30, don't you?
Oh, yes, 8:30. Thank you, Chuck. That's what I meant. This is very special. You guys, this is a coaching program. Brandon Barber and Michelle Barber are life coaches. They are doing a special coaching program for the Juice Plus community. It's 5 days starting Monday, May 8th. And I've already done 2 of these challenges, and I've done the Academy. And I realize I keep learning, even though with these 5-day challenges, a lot of the information is similar. Repetition is learning. And a lot of times we have to take in the information and we're not able to act on it yet because we're still processing. And then you get to the realization that, okay, now I really got it. Now I'm acting on it and I'm flushing it into my life. So I just want to encourage you, for $19, you cannot go wrong, right? Who's already signed up? Anybody already signed up? I can't see you. That's my problem.
I thought you were going to ask who's been on it before, and I was going to say yes.
Oh, yes, Bill, you have. And anybody that's been on it want to say anything about it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Go, Donna.
I know you did, Donna. I think you got a lot out of it. And one of the beautiful things when Donna and I did this last challenge, she really was on all the calls and she did a lot of the challenges that he gives you, because he gives you a challenge. I mean, it's an hour long, but then he has a VIP lab afterwards, and Donna took part in the VIP lab and really put herself on the hot seat, which was really great. And she got one-on-one coaching from Brandon and ended up winning. Oh, I know. Was that a challenge, Donna? You're making a face.
Well, I never was on the hot seat, but I
Oh.
thought the VIP lab was the best. I enjoyed that the most.
I bet, because you see him coaching
Right.
individuals and their questions. And so it's from 2 to 4. I'm sorry, it's from 2 to 3, the 1 hour Juice Plus Ignite challenge. And that's $19. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And they have a lot of bonus calls. So this Friday, they have an intro call to get you ready for the challenge. The challenge starts on Monday for 5 days, and then he usually gives you 2 more bonus days, Saturday and the following Monday. It's pretty incredible the amount of information that he gives you for $19. I cannot more highly recommend it. And then the second part that Donna was saying, the VIP lab, that happens for the second hour from 3 to 4. And it's literally where you see him coaching individuals. So if someone has a question, they bring that question to Brandon and he coaches them, and they go back and forth. And a lot of times it's on, say, one of the things he talks about is pivotal moments. So they might talk about pivotal moments. It might be about something called angels in disguise, which are really challenges. And we see them as negative people, but they're angels in disguise. And he might share more about that. So the terminology is incredible, you guys. I cannot more highly encourage you to join. So right here, jpchallenge.com, you can sign up for 19 bucks. And he he gives you a lot of information, and he communicates very well through email and text and everything. You will be reminded. And if you guys have any questions about it, just reach out to me individually, or Donna or Bill. I know Jeannie's been on it a couple times too. Charlene, you did it with us. So I'm going to do it again, because I really feel I just continue to grow. I just continue to learn, and I continue to put it in my life the more that I do it. So I'm excited about it. Okay, here's the watch parties. And this is what I don't have the times for yet, but look at all of these possibilities, you guys, that you can use to grow your business. These are events that you can invite your friends to. So we've got a week from Thursday, Valerie Slade, who's a certified health coach, is going to be talking about brain health. And I'm hoping that it's going to be at an hour that would work for us, like a 7 o'clock, where you could invite people over for a little dessert or a little appetizer, whatever you like, and they could sit down and watch with you.
Parker, please eat that one place.
That's the whole idea of watching these, you guys, is to bring people alongside with you. So I'm going to try and get you the times for those as soon as possible. Any questions? I think that was my last one.
You're going to post that in the chat, right?
Yes. Yep. I'm
Okay.
going to put that in Team Believe. And I'm going to, as soon as I get the times, because I think I'll know the times tomorrow about that. But okay, good. I have a few more minutes. I was really, really encouraged, you guys, with one of the Monday Mindset Mondays that Brandon Barber did just last week. And I wanted to share it with you because I think it's so important. And first, I just want to thank you guys for just being a part of this business and staying. Many of you have loved Juice Plus for a really long time. And you've continued to share Juice Plus and share Juice Plus, in and out of seasons, because we've had a lot of seasons, which it has been absolutely wonderful. And one of the things that why conference, what I think was so great, was because we had so much fun. Right, Charlene? I mean, we really had so much fun. I mean, it was Ashley was always getting us the best restaurants and the best meals, and we were all hanging out together at these great places. And the music was fun. Being with all the people was so fun. And I think we forget sometimes about fun because life can be so serious and life can be so hard that we don't always play and we don't always have fun. And I really want that to be a huge part of how we as a team, do our business. And so I'm going to share my screen again with you guys, and we're just kind of walk through this Mindset Monday. Can you guys, can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. If you guys have a piece of paper, I want you to grab a piece of paper. If, a blank piece of paper, if you can. Johnny, you probably have this wheel already, but this is called the vitality wheel. I'm going to show you in a second. But what Brandon is talking about here, which I love, growth is constant. One of the things we all, we may not enjoy doing this, but we want to work on ourselves. We never really want to stop. Sometimes it's really hard, but we aren't finished, right? You guys, every day is a new day. We're always growing. There are always challenges. What's the one thing that we can depend on besides like death and taxes? It's change, right? Change. You can absolutely depend on change. It's going to happen. And therefore we can either embrace change or we can reject change. And growth happens when we embrace change. So we're going to get a little bit of clarity here. It's just a matter of where and getting clarity around that where. So this is the vitality wheel. And I want you to look at each of these sections. Okay. I think there are 12 sections. And what he's asking us to do is write these questions. So if you want to take a piece of paper and draw this circle, okay, draw this circle and just divide it into fours first, the pie, and then you can divide it into like 6 on each side, 12s. Okay, but there are many areas of our life, and all of these areas are important to our vitality. They really help us work to be the best that we can be. And it's play, passion, relationships, emotional state, solitude. And solitude isn't solitude like being alone, like you don't want to be alone, like solitude. Solitude is choosing to spend time with yourself. Okay, choosing to have solitude because you want to, not because you're alone. Okay, I hope that I can do that. Finance, spiritual practice, there's recovery, boundaries, fitness, career, expression, play. And what he wants you to do is on this one, first just somewhere in the bar, draw a number of 1 to 10, what you're feeling about your life in relationship to passion. And you can use your business or you can use your whole life. You may be really passionate about life, but not having much passion for your business right now. There may be one challenging relationship, but your other relationships might be going really well. So try and find a balance, because that's how you want to do this. I'm going to show you an idea, because first he just says put the number in, and then he wants you to color it in. Okay, so like say for instance, here you go, passion is a 3, you're only coloring in about that much, but 8, it's going to be pretty full. That pie is going to be pretty full. 7, 5. Does that give you an idea? So here we first write the numbers in, just spend time writing a number in, and then shade in that color. Shade in that color. Okay. So this just says, for example, if you ranked something as a 1, then it only gets a very small section. 5 will get half the section shaded, and 10, the whole thing gets shaded. to take a couple minutes and just look at these. Should make it a little bit smaller so I think I can get the whole wheel on the picture. There we go. Do you guys have any questions on the different pies, pieces to the pie? Okay.
What's expression, babe?
Are you comfortable expressing yourself? Or do you feel inhibited expressing yourself? Like, do you have freedom in your relationships or at work or wherever that you can express yourself freely? Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then he said recovery was a relaxation.
Yes, thank you, Donna. And like emotional state. Do you remember what he said about emotional state? Donna, do you remember what he said about emotional state?
No, I don't.
I don't either. So I guess you can take that however you want to take that. But I thought this was so interesting, you guys, because like, I'm going to go down here and I want you just to keep working on your own, but you can also like glance up here. This was one of Brandon's that he did earlier. And he realized he was really missing passion in his life and he wasn't getting any solitude. And look at this, he wasn't getting any recovery. So even though his spiritual practice was really high, even though his play was really high, his fitness was great, his boundaries were really great, there were some areas that weren't, right? And he said he wanted us to think about this as a wheel, you know, and if this was a wheel, you know, that had all these bumps and lumps and sometimes it's filled up and sometimes it's not, life wouldn't be going along very well. There would be some issues. And so the whole moral to this is if you can find one or two that are on the low side, what can you do to help yourself? You know, say for instance, I'm just looking at Brandon's here, passion. You know, maybe he just needs to have some time to himself to recover his passion. I would think solitude and passion are gonna work together. Because when you get filled up, when you choose to spend time with yourself and on yourself, you realize what you want, your priorities, and then that can move into igniting his passion, you know? And that would also help with recovery. He's not giving himself any time for recovery. No wonder the solitude is so low. You know, so there might be a couple schedule changes that could help this wheel. Anybody want to share?
I like that. I mean, it made me look in my planner and I actually have, I don't know if you can see it, I have something, my planner for at the end of every month, and I've just always just skimmed by it. I've never done it. So this inspires me to actually pay attention to that and do it every month.
Oh, that's so cool, Charlene. What are your pieces to your pie in yours?
There's not as many, but it's health and fitness, career and business, family and friends, romance and relationships, personal development, finance and net worth, fun, recreation or hobbies, and spiritual.
Oh, that's great. Very similar.
Yeah.
Kirsten,
Yes, Chuck.
I did a snip of the blank wheel without anything, which I can email to you. If you'd like it, you can send it out to everybody.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you. I appreciate that, especially if that's in a picture or whatever. I can just put that right into our Voxer chat.
Okay.
Thank you. Anybody else have anything they want to share from this? An encouragement or something that they want to work on?
Hi, Kirsten.
Hey, Jackie.
Hi, I have not done this particular wheel, but I have done several very much so like it. What I do like about this one is that number 4 and number 3, expression and passion, have been added to it because that's pretty powerful when it comes to building a business. And I like how it's intertwined with the remaining pie pieces. So I'm excited to put this one in action. I enjoy doing these because it helps to see where you kind of fit and sit, mine is done with dots, and then you actually draw a line to connect all the dots. And if your dots that are connected look like a starburst explosion, you can see how to create more balance. And the other thing that I learned you asked for maybe a piece of encouragement as you're doing this. When I started doing this with my life coaching, one thing to remind yourself is that balance is a myth. You're not necessarily going to have a perfectly balanced wheel. So don't get stressed out over the fact that your pie pieces aren't perfectly balanced out. Just know that if you're working really hard, say on mine was relationships, then you may have number 8, less boundaries in place because you're negotiating your boundaries to build your relationship. So just know that at least they're equal on one side or the other, but you'll never have that perfect balance where they're all symmetrically shaped. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I think it's all about our awareness, right? It's just all about becoming aware of some of the things maybe that are holding us back. And we're never going to get an imbalance because we all know that is totally a myth.
Right.
It really is. But I hope that this was encouraging, and I would love to think that you guys could just sit with that a little bit, find an area maybe that you want to work on, and strengthen it a little bit, because I think it will bring more joy into your life and into your business as you work in those areas. So hope that was
Kara, I just posted that in the chat, but
awesome.
I'll email it out to you too.
Okay. Thank you, Chuck. I so appreciate that. Can't hear you, Bill.
If you go to the chat and you hit the little arrow neck, you can actually download it from the chat into your files.
Exactly. Into your files or into your photo album or anything like that.
Thank you, Chuck. That's great.
Awesome. Awesome. Well,
okay, I won't bother to email it now.
Yeah, you don't have to. You're all good. You're all good. Well, there is a call if you want to join Wendy Campbell's call after. I know that's just starting right now, so I don't want to keep you too late. That's a new NMD who's going to be speaking. That's in our Team Believe chat. You'll see that phone number there. And love seeing you guys today. Please plan on Charlotte if you can. And otherwise, we'll do other fun things. And we'll let you know about the watch parties more tomorrow. So have a good night, everybody.
See you,
Okay,
Team Believe.
thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.